A decade-old debate over America's H-1B visa system is once again back in focus. And this time, the spotlight is not only on immigration politics alone, but on the hidden realities inside the tech industry itself. Was this really a shortage of skilled American workers? Or was Silicon Valley searching for something else entirely? Well, the question takes us back to 1990s when the computer science professor Norman Matloff, actually from the University of California, Davis, began investing on the H-1B visa program after watching many of his own students struggle to find jobs during a weak economy. Now, to continue to that, some, despite holding technical degrees, repeatedly ended up working on the retail jobs, while major tech companies argued that America was facing a severe shortage of STEM workers. But Matloff was not convinced. As the Silicon Valley pushed for a higher H-1B visa cap, industry groups and the government-backed reports claimed that US urgently needed more foreign talent. Now, media coverage at that time largely echoed the same message. Well, that message was that America's innovation economy was running out of skilled workers. However, a later review by the Government Accountability Office reportedly identified a serious flaw in those studies. Now, it raises questions about how the so-called STEM shortage narrative was built. It was built on purpose. And that's where the debate became far more complicated. Matloff argued that the issue was not the lack of talent, but a preference of younger, yes, much younger and much cheaper workers that were easy to manipulate. According to the testimony he gave before Congress in 1998, the experienced American program often struggled to get hired despite of the qualifications. Now, to add more to that, several hiring surveys at the time pointed towards the growing age bias in the tech industry, with many firms reportedly favoring only the workers with fewer years of experience, the naive ones. And the concern was not just about the jobs. Critics claimed that resume scanning system increasingly focused on the narrow hot skills, filtering out experience of the engineers who still had strong programming ability. And ironically, the industry leader like Bill Gates publicly acknowledged that the software changes quickly and adaptability mattered more than the specific tools. And yet, the hiring process often told a very different story altogether. Companies continued demanding the exact technical skill set while simultaneously supporting the expansion of the H-1B visa program. Supporting of the visa system argued that the foreign talent helped America to stay globally competitive and fill the important gaps that America is unable to fill. Now, critics, however, believe that the system created a downward pressure, almost on purpose, on the wages that made it harder for the older domestic workers to remain employed in the tech. Now, today, an immigration and tech hiring debates return to the political spotlight. The question raised decades ago are still remaining unresolved. With that, because tonight, the real issue may not just be the foreign workers versus the local workers. It may now be how the modern tech industry basically defines the experience and the opportunity itself.